Hey guys, it's Christian and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be listening to the new album by Max called Color Vision. I don't think I've ever listened to Max's music on its own. I feel like I've only listened to the songs that have been on the radio before, you know, the hits, and then that one Kim Petras song that he has, Love Me Less. I don't know if that was a hit. I don't know if that was on the radio, but I remember listening to it. So I was recommended to react to this album. So I'm just gonna go into it with open ears and an open heart, and hopefully I like what he has to give. I've seen his interview on the Zach Sang show. I'm excited because he does have Hayley Kiyoko, Queen Hayley Kiyoko, on this album. Before we get into this video though, please press subscribe so you don't lose me. Let me know in the comment section what kind of things you want to see on my channel, and I will respond back like I always do. With that being said, let's get into this album. Oh shit. I feel like that sounded like, okay, it almost reminded me of Ready For It, Taylor Swift, like that, the over bass. Okay. Come on, vocals. Off the bat. Really good production. Strong vocals. A lot of harmonies and... Yes. This is a really strong start to an album. Yes. Come on. Ending it very sweetly. This is a short song, by the way, a very short song, but it's a strong start to the album because it packs a punch. So it's kind of like the first thing that you're gonna hear, the first thing you're gonna see. It's the name of the album. I'm getting a little bit of goosebumps. And it's not because the song blew me away, but it's because I feel like I am getting what I need to be getting when I'm first listening to the album. You're getting this strong start to it, this boom. It's kind of like Ready For It, what Ready For It was for Reputation. How it just packs a punch. The production is very strong. It keeps doing this, like it's really getting you, pulling you in, making you feel that. If you were listening to this in the car, you would be shaking and they would pause, shaking and pause. Now, was I really listening to the lyrics? No, because I talk way too much. Woke up in a dream, seeing things that I've never seen, every color so heavenly, and I could not look away. Woke up in a dream, I don't even know where it leads, but I know what's ahead of me, and it's beautiful. So he's very optimistic. He knows he's got a future, and this is it. The clouds in my eyes, and I see 100 million stars. I feel like I'm born again in color, color vision. See, I don't know what he really means by color vision, what he's trying to represent through that.
If I break my back today, I can't seem to keep my
pause. Let this be known that I really don't listen to male artists that much. You know, I'm all about the females. I love females. I love when they're singing their vocals. I love the content. I relate to the content. So it is rare for me to be listening to a male artist, but I'm not mad at what I'm hearing.
I've been working for the week.
I feel like I've heard this. Is this a radio song? Come on. Let's pause though, because while we're talking about I'm feeling that. I'm getting what you're talking about, because we be working for tomorrow. We be working for the next day. We be working for our future. But what about today? Are we enjoying today? Are we making the best of today? Are we working so hard that we're missing the moments? I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Hey. Okay. That's one thing he definitely has, is the vocals. Today. Alright, that was a cute song. It kind of reminds me, for some reason, very much of like Billionaire, Bruno Mars, Travis McCoy kind of energy. And that's what I'm kind of getting from his sound in general. Actually, it was cute. It didn't blow me away. It was just kind of like, okay, that's a cute bop. I could get why people would like that. I can imagine that being a song that gets far, you know, for the general public. I don't know why with females they can give me like this and I live. Like, for example, Fifth Harmony. This I lived. But for some reason, it is hard for me to connect. They gotta give me something real different. Like, when I think of male artists that give me life, the first thing that I can think of is The Neighborhood. I always listen to them. Every time they release something, I listen to what they have to say. I love them. So I'm hoping that in this album, I get some songs that I'm like, I need to listen to that again. That hit. You know what I mean? A lot of times that happens with, you know, a ballad, but it's just rare. So I'm just hoping that I get a little bit more, because up until now, I'm probably not gonna re-listen. See, I know this one. See, this one goes in though. Not gonna lie. It's a bop, a proper bop. It reminds me of like Backstreet Boys. Or NSYNC. No, would you love me less? No, 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 no. Yeah. Come on, we all have a past. Okay. Yes. See, I love the production on this song. I love the delivery as well, because he already has a strong voice, but then also his flow. Like, I feel it. I like it. I like what he's giving here. And again, I've listened to this song, but I'm really giving it a listen right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just flipping through the radio stations. I'm actually giving it a listen. And I appreciate what he's talking about too. He has a past. He's trying to, you know, love somebody and be taken as he is. But at the same time, it almost sounds like he's not accepting all of the parts of him, because he wants to leave that behind. So, interesting. If you know the power of your love to change me. If I introduce you to my demons, tell me, baby, you won't love me less. He's scared of being rejected. No, no. Yeah, see, that's a proper bop. Everything about it, that's a recipe for a perfect pop song. Vocals there, lyrics there, because he is speaking. Production, cherry on top. He has a lot of features on this album. I'm curious to hear Sugar on Blueberry Eyes. Hey, is he talking about me though? I like that lyric. Let's go back. I like that. These songs sound very classic. They don't sound trendy to me. That was a good song. Let me look into the lyrics though, because I really don't know what he's talking about. What does he mean by acid dreams? You look so good in a nightgown, girl. Freckles on your face, let me kiss each one. Fingers on your waist, let me tiptoe up your spine. Deja vu, like we've done this once or twice. Wait, what are we talking about? Pop star chick, high key boring. Take my clothes off and calls me horny. Takes my clothes off, I think she corny. Get your money, girl, don't worry. Says I'm garbage, just ignores me. Wish my shit was more top 40. Wants my commas, wait for karma. Got that ass just like your mama. Interesting. I low-key am feeling those lyrics, but I don't get how that connects with the first verse by Max. You're beautiful, something like these acid dreams or something I used to. I want to see you when I wake up. What are we talking about? Acid dreams? Are we talking about drugs? Are we talking about drugs? I don't get what we're talking about. I really don't. I know we're talking about sex, because Max is talking about like a woman that is chef's kiss. And then Felly's talking about somebody that's just, I feel like I got one direction from Max, and then I feel like the feature was talking about something else. Are we getting a ballad? Don't tell me it's over. It's not over, baby. Oh, it's gonna pick up. Circles. There we go. Don't give up on me. We still got a life. I like that he's singing like here. Like, I'm not used to him not being... Ma'am, I'm not... In the other songs, he's been going off. And I like that he pulled it back a little bit. And it feels a little bit more emotion. He has like a little bit of shake in his voice. A little vibrato that I like. It's gonna end there. Yeah, it's ending there. I personally like that a lot of these songs are short, and that is not shade, but I feel like he says what he needs to say and then we're good. They're very simple, low-key basic pop songs, but I do like the lyrics of this song because I do like that it's a different approach to everything that I've been listening to up until this point, where he is getting a little bit vulnerable. He is, you know, pulling back for his partner and being like, you know, please don't leave. Look, there's hope here. I know you're trying to go. I know you got my keys in your hand. I don't know what that means, by the way. I don't know what that means because I'm like, is she giving him his keys to leave or is she leaving in his car? I don't get that, but that's fine. Even in production a little bit, it does bring back, it does go back a little bit. It's still low-key bop-ish, which I would love like a proper ballad, especially because his voice will lend amazingly to that. This has Sugar of BTS. Had to let him know. Hey. Does BTS go like this though? Does BTS get a little sexual sometimes? Because this is sexual. Here we go. I will say that his sound is very consistent. Everything sounds like it's coming from the same album. It sounds like it's coming from the same era. It sounds consistent. Some of it does sound a little bit repetitive. It's like a good thing, but a hindrance at the same time. I also feel like a lot of his songs sound familiar. Come on, Sugar. Ooh, I like that. Wait. Yes, I like that. Come on. Yes. Okay, see, but why? Why is it that Sugar goes harder than anybody that I've heard on this album so far? Let's be real. And I don't even know what he's saying, obviously. But why is he going harder? I like the way they pull back the production and they let him go and he went in. And I like what he made of that moment. This is beautiful. See? That was a beautiful way to end that song. See, I got feelings because I was not... Again, cute song. Good. Nothing bad about it. But I wasn't as entertained over this song. But Suga came in and he tore it up. And then that ending to this song was so sweet and well done. And he pulled back all the way, which I'm telling you, that's what I want. I want a little bit of emotion. I want to feel it. And he pulled back a little bit in his vocals, you know. It was soothing, it was nice. I can imagine a performance. I can imagine him having this extravagant performance with lights, everything, boom, boom, boom. But then ending up at the piano, giving beautiful vocals. The song itself, okay. But then there's parts of the song that I'm attracted to and that I want to listen to again. So I'm a little bit indecisive about that. These days, now that you're gone. Come on, let's go. I've been asking for the ballad. Yeah. You know what? Okay, pause, because just him bringing that in, I don't know. The background production is like building up, and it sounds almost like already. It sounds like something's coming. You know, it sounds like something is getting closer. You know, and then as he's saying, "I've been running," it just kind of like blended so perfectly because you start feeling that background more. Vocal. It's so beautiful. It was more than enough. Yes. I'm afraid to send you on your way. The background, the vocals in the background are beautiful. The love that you gave, it was more than enough. It's like here, you know? Now the show gone. Where am I? Yes. Some violence. Where am I?
Where am I?
That was a great song. I love that song because it is vulnerable all the way. It feels like a power ballad, even though I don't know if that's the correct description for what it is. One of the strongest things that he has is his delivery, because he makes interesting choices, like where he's like, where am I at these days? Can't do it, but when he does that, it's beautiful. It adds an extra layer of interest to the song, something that you're gonna remember about it, something that you feel. I love that he's really, you know, trying to look within and be like, where am I going? I feel like I've been running, I feel like I've been on this marathon trying to get somewhere. Ever since this situation ended, I haven't been able to resolve. I haven't been able to feel okay. Like, how am I actually dealing with the loss that I'm having in my life? So I really like the lyrics of that song. Definitely one of my favorites on the album. Was he Hispanic?
Starting with my new life, a new life,
Okay.
a new life. La 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 la.
Yes! I like that.
For knowing my loyalties lie beneath myself and
Yeah, self-love.
celebration. Starting with my new life, a new life.
New life.
It'll never be the same. My business for me might be just what I need. New life. La 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 la.
I think I love that. It's my favorite.
And I remember
Yes.
what my mama said.
Come on.
If you're looking back, you're looking the wrong way. So,
Come on. Preach to the masses. My tombstone will read. Come on. You're in charge of your own life. Let's go. Come on. Oh, I thought it was over. How does he fit so much in? He fits so much in 3 minutes or less. Come on, delivery. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, definitely another one of my favorite songs on this album. Like, the lyrics there, we're going in. You're in charge of your life. You can choose what's next for yourself. You can restart. You can start a new life. You can leave your past behind you. You know, life isn't easy, and this doesn't necessarily cover all the bases, but it's a hell of a good way to look at it. Yes, I really like the lyrics on this, and there is that part where, again, the delivery really comes through, and he's like, la, 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 la. Like, however he does that, I'm going to listen to the song again. It's one of those songs, you know, where you want to pick up on it, because the lyrics are very quick, the production is going, the song isn't that long, so you can put it on repeat. And of course, with the vocals always, that's what he's been doing since day one, since the beginning of this album. It's been with the vocals. He has been giving us lyrics too, but in this song, it really lifted me up. I feel like that's his energy. From what I remember, the small I remember from the interview on Zach Sang, and then listening to this album, it feels like that. It feels like I'm being uplifted, especially after going through, you know, circles and where am I at, for him to come back with new life and be like, look, we're gonna leave this past behind.
I put you first, two of everything you
Okay, come on, How to Be a Heartbreaker. You just need to put it on my checklist. I like that. I can get you what you want, just put it on my checklist. Come on. Hey. Yes, come on, vocoder. Ooh, yes. Details. Again, I'm gonna say it, like, this is a good song. But I would be lying if I said that it didn't already remind me of something, or that it didn't already sound like a couple of the other songs on this album, because it does. You know, that's what I'm saying about, like, it sounds cohesive, but at the same time, is it a bad thing because it sounds repetitive in some ways? If, you know, Bruno did this song, it would sound like him. You know, it's giving me that too, and I'm just, like, not sure how I feel about it, because I don't even give Bruno my time of day. And he's a great artist. Don't give him the time of day. He's not for me. Great artist. Not for me. It was a good song, though. It was a good song. But I feel like I'm gonna forget it.
I'm hoping that you'll pick up. Yeah. Do you miss me? Do you hate me? I've been through these photos of us lately, wondering if we still had a shot. So I got your number.
See, like, just when I'm talking about repetitiveness, just when I'm talking about it being too much of the same shit, I feel like he is changing it up here. The delivery from the beginning is very different. The production is very different. Everything sounds very different from what I've heard. Not that it's not cohesive, but it just gives me something else. I like it. I like that the production also feels a little melancholy. It's subtle. Yes. Are you jealous that I play? I miss the way you wanted me to change. Why do I live for Haley? Why? Why do I love her so much? Because I'm already getting everything that I need. Easily, as soon as she starts singing, the song elevates for me. She only got a small verse. All the things that made us such a mess. All the things that made this shit the best. It almost feels like a Julia Michaels written song. We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Okay, see, that is definitely at the top of the list for me. And I think there's multiple reasons for that. Of course, Haley elevated the song for me. I love Haley, so I'm being biased. I am being biased, but she brought something to the song. I feel like she brought her to the song. Like, I feel like I hear her. So I like the fact that it did change up. It was giving me something different from the rest of the album. I was feeling a different production style. I was feeling a different approach from him. And it feels almost like maybe, you know, because it had Haley on it, maybe he adjusted his delivery. I don't know, but his delivery seemed a little bit more restrained, just like a little smaller to kind of meet Haley, because Haley doesn't have a huge presence on the song, you know, or in her music in general. Her voice kind of glides on the song. It's not so powerful the way his voice throughout this album has really been. His voice throughout the album has been something that really carries the song because of his delivery, because of his vocals. Like, he just goes there. But with this one, he pulled back a lot, and I kind of like that because it's an anomaly to me on this album. It did remind me of like a Julia Michaels song, and it's not. Written by Max and Haley Kiyoko, Johnny Simpson, Max, Tori, yeah. So, oh well, I like that she, you know, wrote on it too. It was kind of like how Suga really took his second. It kind of sounded like that. Like, she really commanded her moment. Yes. I like this. It's like sexy. Ooh. Come on, production. Oh, see, I was waiting for it to do what he's been doing throughout the album and pick it up a lot, intensely, which is what he's been doing, but he didn't, and I like that. I like that. Because you saw me getting ready for, like, but no, it pulled back. Let's listen again. Now. Yes. Yes. It's so beautiful and intricate. Even the structure of the song is a little different. Hey. Yes. Are we building up? Yes. Yes. Come on. There he is. Yes. Come on. See, again. What is going on? Yes. I really... Hold up, I'll tell you later. That song, I did not know where it was going at all. I was pretty confused throughout, and I love that about this song. It left me at the edge of my seat. I didn't know where it was gonna go. I didn't know what direction he was gonna go in with it because the production was changing. Just when I thought it was gonna go up, it went down. It really evolved throughout, and I really appreciate that because it seemed a little bit more experimental than the rest of the songs on his album, which is something that I appreciate because I don't want to hear the same thing over and over again. I don't want it to sound like I'm listening to the same song. I don't want every song to kind of mesh together in some kind of way. Not saying that every single song is that way, but there are a lot of songs on here that, to me, I might confuse. I might be like, oh, is it this one, or is it that one, or is it that one, or is it that one? No. You know, that's not the way I feel about SOS. I feel like as soon as I hear SOS, I know. We are here. We are at the end. There is a God. Are we going to end it on some holy hallelujah moment? No. He's probably talking about how there is a God, you know, because he made her.
Waited all my life to feel it, but it never came on Sunday.
Ooh.
Rain only hit the ceiling, conversation only one way.
Girl.
Heaven's only fictional.
I'm living for these lyrics even though they're controversial. Where are we going? This sounds a little heavenly, a little angelic. This is a beautiful song. What? He switched it up for real, for real. This is beautiful. There we go. Oof, girl, that was a beautiful way to end this album, honestly. That was very sweet. It ended very sweetly. And for some reason, it just feels like the right song. Like if I'm listening to all of these songs, it feels like the right song to end. It feels hopeful. I don't know, like he found something, you know, he found something. We were looking for something and he found something, you know, to give him hope and to keep him going. Until I met you, until I saw, you know, who you are and what you bring to my life and what you bring to other people's lives. You know, now I see that there is that hope and that, you know, maybe there is a God because he created somebody like you. It just seemed like so poetic and nice. I don't know how to explain it, but it was a beautiful song. But we have reached the end of this album and I'm not mad that I listened to it. I'm not mad at it. I feel like all the songs were good, but there are some songs on here that definitely hit harder than others for me. Like Love Me Last, classic, I've heard it many times before, but then also I feel like, you know, there were parts in Blueberry Eyes that really hit me, you know, like with Sugar and that end to the song. But then we go to Where Am I At, which really gave me the emotions that I needed, you know, that made me connect to it, that made me feel like, yeah, I've been there before too, I know what you're talking about, I feel that too. New Life was another proper bop to me with a message that I loved. Missed Calls again with Haley Kiyoko, you know, giving me the energy that I needed and really elevating the song for me. And then we have SOS, very different, completely unexpected. And then lastly, There Is a God, which I really love. I don't know if it's a favorite, but I do really enjoy that song. So I'm gonna have to sit on that one to see if that's a song that I'm gonna continue to go to. But those other songs, for sure, I really loved. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if you made it to the end of this video, press the like button and also click subscribe so you don't lose me. Let me know in the comment section, what did you think about this album? What were your favorite songs on this album? What do you think about Max in general? Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!